What's good, fellas? It's your boy Darren, the BowTie Fragrance Guy. On this channel, I talk about fragrances, but I also like to throw in style and grooming tips. If you rock with your boy, when you step outside every day, I'm gonna have you smelling good and looking good. That's the winning combination. So if you're into that, make sure you hit subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications by hitting the bell icon as well, so anytime a new video is uploaded on YouTube, you guys get notified. On today's video, I got something special for you. I'm gonna be talking about some unusual fragrances that instantly make you more attractive. Now, what does that mean? Because I know there's a lot of people that are very, very critical when you give a video a title. And let me explain. So obviously, fragrances is one of those things. I always say, this is my phrase, and I've coined this phrase. Fragrances are an immediate upgrade to your personal marketability. It takes 5 to 10 seconds, depends on how much of a savage you are or an oversprayer. It takes 5 to 10 seconds to spray on a fragrance, and that instantly kind of improves your level of attractiveness. Now, we know technically it goes into more than that, and that's why I talk about more than just smelling great. I talk about grooming, I talk about clothing and things of that nature, because all those things matter. But fragrance is that one thing that you can do instantly, boom, and it can make you more attractive. Working out, sometimes it takes a while to show the results. Taking piano lessons, doing all these different things and make you, maybe appear more attractive or be more attractive. Some of those things take time, but not spraying on a fragrance. Now, the way that you can really stand out is wear something that nobody else really wears. And that's what I want to talk about. When I say unusual fragrances that make you more attractive, that is what I am talking about. So I have 5 fragrances that I want to talk to you guys about that are really great. In my experience, they've done really well in the area of getting compliments or getting inquiries about the fragrance. And it's 5 fragrances that nobody really talks about that much. So again, spray it on. It's something that's going to stand out. It'll start that conversation. And then there's your opportunity. So I'm going to run the intro, and when we come back, that's what we're going to talk about. So if you want to see what made the list, and you will, you should at least, then you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it.
The BowTie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. We're going to jump right into this video with these fragrances. I'm really excited to talk about these because, like I said, most of these, I know out of the 5 I want to talk about, probably 3 of them you probably never really heard of, maybe once or twice here and there. One of them you probably only heard about on this channel, and one of them I'm pretty sure you may have heard about before, but not a lot. So these fragrances kind of fly under the radar, and they smell great. This first fragrance that I want to talk about comes from the brand of Givenchy Luxury, and this is called Zingi. Look at that beautiful gold and black bottle. This is red wine, grapefruit, patchouli, amber, and frankincense. Guys, I just put your nose on it. Just put your nose on this fragrance. Like I said, you probably haven't really heard about this fragrance. If you have, maybe once or twice. Nobody talks about this fragrance. Now, the thing I love about Givenchy Luxury fragrances, of course, is that they are extrait de parfum concentration. So if you're into performance, they're going to deliver in that, from that standpoint. But man, this fragrance smells so good. It is spicy, and it has this freshness to it as well. That red wine accord that you're gonna get here reminds me only of one other fragrance I smelled before. There's this fragrance called Torero from the brand of BowTie Victorious that has this nice kind of red wine accord to it. Don't smell that a whole lot in fragrances. You get that here. It has like I said, a spicy kick to it. It's masculine at the same time because it has a little bit of a smokiness when it starts to dry down because of that incense. Guys, trust me, this thing right here, phenomenal. It is signature set worthy, and it smells great. It draws people in, and like I said, nobody really talks about this stuff. So if you want to stand out, kind of instantly increase your level of attractiveness, first of course by just wearing a fragrance, but wear one like this that nobody really talks about and nobody else is really wearing. It's from a brand of Givenchy Luxury, and this is called Zingi. Check it out. All right, guys, this next fragrance, when I wear it, literally, it seems like it puts people in a trance. It is that good. It is a unisex fragrance. I want to say it's right down the middle. And this is the one I was talking about that when I said you probably only really heard about it on this channel. From the brand of the Harmonious, Yin Transformation. My goodness. My goodness. Wow. Mandarin Orange, Bulgarian Rose, Iris, and Orchid. Wow. I can't tell you how good it is. It is so fresh and clean. It does have a very, like I said, it does have a very heavy floral presence. And like I said, I always make that clear because like I said, guys sometimes don't like florals. But try this one. Try this one. The iris here is perfect. Of course, it gives this powdery freshness to this fragrance, but the note of that orchid note here is really, I would say, the star player. There's something about this that's almost aldehydic and clean and soapy. But guys, this fragrance is fantastic. Like I said, during the summertime, especially when I wear this fragrance, it literally, you know, the looks on people's faces when they ask what I'm wearing or they compliment it, it just smells that good. It's like something different that they've never experienced. Man, do yourself a favor and check this fragrance out from the brand of the Harmonious. This stuff is amazing. It's called Yin Transformation. All right, guys, the next fragrance on the list comes from the brand of Tiziano Terenzi. This is Orion. Orion. Now, this is pineapple, birch, thyme, patchouli, and oud. So, yeah, it does have that creative vintage thing going and Hachivat. So it's kind of like if you put those two fragrances together, the best parts of Aventus and the best parts of Hachivat, you get this. But those fragrances get talked about all the time. Nobody talks about Orion. Nobody talks about Orion, and it is just as good, honestly. Now, the thing that differentiates this and makes it a little bit different from those fragrances is that presence of oud when it dries down. This is even more earthy and woody than Hachivat. So that's what kind of separated Hachivat from Aventus. You know, that patchouli and oak moss on the dry down, that patchouli is really earthy. But this time you have that, but you add a little bit of oud in it as well. Again, just masculine and absolutely amazing. Check this one out from the brand of Tiziano Terenzi, guys. You will not be disappointed. And you can find this one for a really good price. I always try to link the fragrances to the video, so at the best price I can find them. You'll love this one from the brand of Tiziano Terenzi, Orion. All right, guys, this next fragrance, I'm pretty sure you've never heard of it. Never heard of it before, but just thank me later. This from the brand of Bon Parfumeur, and this one is called Iris Cartagena. Man, rum, cacao, coffee, iris, sandalwood, and vanilla. This fragrance, despite all the notes I just read, is not overly sweet. As a matter of fact, this is like a dry, like bitter cacao, really dark chocolatey kind of a core that it creates in the opening. You definitely, of course, is going to get iris as the center note, but it's like everything is more of a dry, powdery, a more mature scent profile. And again, you get some of those other elements in there like the vanilla and things of that nature to sweeten it up, the coffee. But again, very, very mature, sexy fragrance. And it just has this little hint of like this chocolatey, dark chocolate sweetness that kind of rides, you know, underneath the other notes of this fragrance and just makes this fragrance a standout. It definitely has a boozy presence about it because, again, I did list rum as one of the main notes here. Another thing that's weird about it is an extrait de parfum concentration. Date nights, fellas, do yourself a favor. Check this fragrance out. Nobody else talks about this. This is one of those little secret weapons for you, boy, for a date night. Iris Cartagena from the brand of Bon Parfumeur. This stuff is fantastic. Mature, sexy, flirtatious. Thank me later. Iris Cartagena from Bon Parfumeur. All right, guys, and the last fragrance that I want to talk about, this fragrance comes from the brand of Lamari Paris. And no, I'm not talking about Porthole. This one is called Noble Cavali. Noble Cavali. This is basil, lemon, lavender, apple, and cardamom. Guys, now this is not, when you smell this fragrance, this is kind of all the fragrances from this house, this is like the signature scent fragrance. It's not anything that you smell is kind of probably gonna blow you away. It honestly has a designer kind of smell to it, to be quite honest with you. But man, when I tell you that this thing is just one of those scent profiles that gets compliments, and honestly, that's the thing. A lot of those designer fragrances, and that's why they continue to make very similar scent profiles. They know if this fragrance works, or if it worked that well and it sold a lot, then I'm gonna make something that's kind of, you know, similar in the same ballpark, because that fragrance did well. This one will probably do well. And obviously designer fragrances are more accessible to most people. So it definitely has that a designer-like feel to it, but I'm telling you, it smells amazing and people love it on my skin. I have about 5 fragrances from the brand of Allure Paris. Obviously, like I said, Porthole is the one that took off and it got a lot of attention. Rightfully so, it's an amazing fragrance. But this fragrance, if you want to talk about one from the house and the brand that is signature scent worthy, that you can wear anytime, any place, anywhere, and is probably going to get you noticed, check this one out. Again, this is kind of the signature scent from the brand, and this is called Noble Cavali. It is really easy to wear, grab and go approved, and in my experience, people have really loved it on my skin. So check it out. Again, Allure Paris. They have a few other ones that are really, really good, but this one is the signature scent that gets some compliments, Noble Cavali. But that is it, guys. That is my time. I hope you enjoyed this video today. As always, I sincerely appreciate you guys' time and your attention to this video. You don't have to watch, but you do, and I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to take a few moments to like, comment, and subscribe. Please make sure you're sharing these videos out to some other folks out there that you think could use the information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darren. I'm the BowTie fragrance guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell fantastic. So until next time, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.